Okay, so here's the thing. I give my characters way too much trauma. I literally can't write anything without adding at least one life-ruining event to the protagonist, and I personally know other people who do the same. So I thought about it a little and realized a lot of people probably do this, maybe without even realizing. Now, I know not a lot of you probably write characters, or are artists for that matter. But I don't care, it's my channel, cue title card. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm trying out a new voice model, so don't question it if my voice sounds a bit weird this video. For this first idea, give them a curse, but not like a magic curse. They're not going to fall asleep for 100 years if they don't find their soulmate before they turn 18 or something. Instead, do something smaller, just something slightly annoying every time it happens. Curse them with a mild inconvenience. Something that doesn't ruin their life, just makes it slightly worse in a way that no one takes seriously. Like, every time they open a door it creaks, louder than it should. Not enough to actually be harmful in any way, just enough to make everyone in the room turn to look at the person. Or they randomly forget one specific word. Not forgetting words in general, not anything they would use regularly, not at all. They forget mango, every time, for no reason. Alright James, for $100,000, what is this fruit called? It's a tropical smoothie thing? No, James, it's a fucking mango. These are harmless for the most part, but you can really set up a spicy situation by just adding a single mild setback for whatever it is that the character is doing. Anyways, I haven't actually written the next part of the script, so while I do that, let's go to an intermission. This video is brought to you by RenderWorks. Hey, are you a digital lifeform looking for a place to scream about your ideas in peace? A backstage lounge for creative chaos? A studio with paychecks so high they're almost legally suspicious? Welcome to RenderWorks, a production studio where the lights are soft, staff is always short, and consumer satisfaction is the #1 priority. Here, you can chat with cool people, engage with the production of content, share your own creative projects, and more. Wait crap, this is the wrong recording. Cut the footage! We at RenderWorks find that as the people who enjoy our content, you should be able to shape it too. And this is the best way to do just that. You can tell us suggestions on what we could make, as well as give feedback on our works, so we can become even better for you in the future. And, as a limited time only bonus, you can join our Access Line Alpha, an exclusive pass that gives you sneak peeks, early previews, and insider content before it drops. RenderWorks, creativity behind the curtain. Now accepting members. Howdy and welcome back. Hopefully you like the intermission. I wouldn't know if it was good, I can only decide when one of those begins, not what it actually is. Anyways, so while you were watching that, I went ahead and wrote the rest of the script. Time management? Flawless. Now, where were we? Ah, right. Since we discussed an external problem, how about we next cover something internal? Something like fears. Now, of course, this is a video about fun problems, so we can't just have something common. No heights, spiders, or darkness today. Instead, we're talking fears so specific, they sound like they're not real. But they are. I know one of you is afraid of buttered corn. Anyways, I don't know how I should give examples of these in an interesting way, so, cue slideshow. Now, I know you might be thinking, Nova, how the hell do I incorporate any of these into anything? Easy. Just make a normal, calm moment in an outdoor cafe or something. And then someone with sunglasses sits near them. Boom. Emotional chaos. And it's not just funny either. It makes your character feel more real. People are full of irrational fears. Don't be afraid, pun intended, to make your character say, hey, I'm a mess, but a very specific kind of mess. Speaking of messes, we've talked about both internal and external issues. So for the final frontier, how about we go to talking about something that affects other people? That's right, basic social interaction. Your character could defeat an all-powerful being. They could unlock the power within a legendary artifact, save the world from destruction, overcome all physical odds. And they freeze up when someone sits next to them on a bus. But when I turned back to look at him, he wasn't there anymore. What happened next? You can keep the change. Yeah, mate, bonjour. Sorry, crap. Anyway. These are the kind of problems far greater than the final fight against the big bad of the story. Not that experience, but the ones of calling your teacher mum in the 3rd grade. And I think that does it. We've scared your characters, cursed them, made them socially unstable. Hopefully one of my ideas gave you some inspiration. If so, congratulations. You've made a walking narrative disaster. And that's awesome. Because, let's be honest, perfect characters are boring as hell, but weird little goblins who cry when someone calls them before 6:34 a.m, now that's storytelling. So, moral of the story? Make everyone suffer against their will. Wait, don't clip that.